Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Gamester81. My last video, at the very end of my video, I gave you some hints as far as what system I'm going to review in this video right here. And my three hints were, it's going to be a system that was released in the early 90s, only in Japan, and never sold to the public, but it was released. And a lot of you guys guessed the MegaJet, which, if you guys don't know what the MegaJet is, it's actually it's a portable Mega Drive that was used on airplanes, and technically that's a very, very good guess, and technically it would fit all those categories I just explained. However, this system I'm about to show you is much rarer, more rare than the MegaJet. This is called, let me pick this beast up real quick, hold on, let me grab it. The Super Famicom Box System. Let's take a closer look at this bad boy here. I'll explain to you why this thing is so obscure, and let me know if you guys have heard of this before. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's take a closer look. Okay guys, so here is a closer look at this Super Famicom box, as it clearly states on the front here. And this is an official Nintendo system, and it's got the official Super Famicom logo there. And what this system is, essentially, is the Super Famicom, if you guys haven't figured it out already. However, it's unique in the sense, and it's why it's so rare, is it was only used in hotels only in Japan. And only, a certain number of hotels. Not every hotel in Japan had this, obviously. Now, here in the States, I'll give you an example. Here in the States, they have the LodgeNet. You guys might have seen it. They have the controllers where they're hooked up to TV. And back in the day, they had Super Nintendo. Then they had, Nintendo 64. Now they have like GameCube, and you could just go on this menu screen and you could like purchase kind of like a pay-per-view game. Which kind of odd is funny is I was at a hotel about a month ago for work, and I do a lot of traveling for work, and they still had like a Nintendo 64 controller hooked up, and it was like new Super Mario 64. It's like, wow, it's pretty outdated. But anyway, back to the story at hand. This is essentially what that is, and they use this in Japan. There is a Famicom box which Nintendo released as well before, and it's essentially the same kind of concept where it was a big box that guests who would like to purchase it could actually play Famicom games. And at the time, I think that Famicom box system could fit maybe 10 to 12 games at one time. This only can fit 5 games, but the games are very unique. And unfortunately, let me show you something. There's keys here. There's a lock. I don't know if you can see there. There's another lock there. I don't have the key to this, unfortunately. I could probably get a locksmith to open it up for me. And as you can see, there's another key on and off. That's the on-off switch right there. So once you plug it in, it's always on. Now you can switch between, here's the button right here. This is the game and TV button. And this will switch from, if you're hooked up with your TV, it'll go from TV to game. And this button right here, it will make the hotel bed vibrate. I'm just playing though. Actually, this is the reset button right here. And this will just take you back to the main menu. But there really is no on-off like you would use, and there's no obviously eject button or anything like that. The games are pretty much, they're ginormous, okay? And there's 3 games that are included with each of these box systems. Those games are, I'll show you some gameplay here later in this video, but it's Super Mario Kart, Super Mario All-Stars, and Star Fox. And there's only a handful of their carts released. I think maybe a half a dozen games total released for the system. There was like a Super Donkey Kong, which is essentially Donkey Kong Country, and then there's what I have in here as well. Is I have Mahjong and I have a golf on here as well, which I'll show you some gameplay. But this thing's a beast, man. This should be called the Super Famicom Beast because this thing's heavy. It's about 25 pounds, but it's pretty plain looking in. And I was reading. There's not much information on the system online, and I was trying to go through YouTube and seeing if there's any video footage of this, and there's not really any reviews over the system itself. So I figured I'd post something on here. Now there is a coin slot supposedly somewhere where essentially you could put yen in it. I think it was like 100 yen to play, basically $1 to play. I'm not sure where that slot is. My guess is, let me see if I can move this. It's this right here is where you put the yen. But this thing we're currently on free play. I ordered this thing 2 months ago, and because it was so heavy, it was like $250 shipping. So what I decided to do was I decided to do like the snail mail and pay $90 shipping, and it took 2 months. And I knew it was going to take 2 months to come here. And I figured I'd be patient, sit on it. $90 is still expensive for shipping, but it's not as bad as $250. And let's take a look at the back here. Let's see what we got here. We got your standard AV out. You got your cables here for TV, and you got your AC adapter, which is interesting. I'm not sure what that would hook up in there because the power cord is actually hardwired in there. Another interesting thing here, let me show you, take it to the front here. is this compartment right here. This is where the controllers are. Let's take these out. There's two controllers, and they're standard Famicom controllers. What's nice about these controllers is they have a really long cord, which issue with my Super Famicom that I have is the cords are super short all the time. And I really like these colored buttons. And here in the States, the Super Nintendo, we got kind of generic colors for buttons, but these are really cool. But it's essentially hard. They're also hardwired in there. So that's kind of interesting too. So you can't use any of the, I'm trying to think of guns or whatever, accessories for this system. I can't speak right now. But anyway, let's take a closer look at some gameplay, guys, and thanks for tuning in. So here's the main menu for this Super Famicom box system. There's 5 games in this particular system that I own, but there are a number of games that were released outside of what I own. There's actually 4 different discs. Okay, there's the Super Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart, Star Fox, Super Mario Collection, which is Super Mario All Stars here in the States. Then there's one with golf, and then there's Mahjong 2, which is what I also own. In addition to that, there's 2 other carts that were available: Super Donkey Kong and Super Tetris 2, and Bombless. I don't know, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And also there's Super Donkey Kong and Super Bomberman 2. So only about a half dozen games were ever released. This is a look at Super Mario Kart, which we all know and love. It's a must-have for this system for sure. If you guys don't own it, definitely pick it up. Shame on you. Unfortunately, I don't read Japanese, so I'm hoping maybe Luke Morris, my buddy Luke Morris, can help me translate some of this stuff. But here's the interesting thing. This is Super Mario Collection or Super Mario All Stars, and it's the menu is a little bit laid out differently than. Well, it's similar. You'll see. It's similar than what we had here in the States and for the Super Nintendo, but you'll see. Yeah, Super Mario 2, and then Super Mario USA is what Super Mario 2 here is what they call it. So, a little different. The graphics are a little bit different, the image. Something that actually stands out about these games that's still different than what was available for the regular Super Famicom was that there was an extra layer of graphics that you could actually customize messages for, which is cool. So you can leave messages for whoever, and you can leave it on screen while you're playing, which is kind of neat. So that's still different. That was available only in the Super Famicom box. I'm not sure what this is saying, but I do know 1 is to start and 4 is to exit. I figure out that much. Of course, Star Fox. Most of us are familiar with Star Fox, which is a classic game for sure. Has an FX chip. One of the better games for the system. I really enjoyed this game a lot. But it's hard to know when this system was actually released in the hotels. I'm guessing it's probably in the early 90s. I guess maybe 90, 91, 92 maybe. Not like I said, there's not much information on the system online about the system. We're going to check out another game here. Next game we're going to check out is going to be golf. This golf game I don't recall ever being released for the Super Nintendo. I might be wrong. I don't know. You guys might know a little better than I do, but it's definitely fun. I enjoy golf games. I'm not a very good golfer in real life, but playing golf games are always fun. And this one's actually a little bit more strategy than the other previous golf games for the Nintendo before this. So you'll see what I mean here in a minute. I guess the reason that Nintendo would want to have the system in the hotels is kind of for advertising, so you can kind of sample it. It's like a pay-per-view, similar to the Play Choice 10 and the similar concept. You can actually test it out and play it, see if you like the game, enjoy the games. But yeah, you can actually position your feet and you can actually decide where to hit it. Now I'm not really taking this game too seriously, so it's a bad swing, but definitely no Tiger Woods, that's for sure. Although I don't know if I necessarily want to be Tiger Woods at this point. He's got billions of dollars, so I don't know, whatever. But this is probably one of the more fun games. I enjoy this game a lot. I was just kind of messing around with it the other day, and it's pretty fun. Kind of reminds me of Link's Golf for the computer. I remember playing that game a lot. Really loved Link's Golf. Turf Masters is a good one for the Neo Geo as well, but several number of good golf games. And the last game is Mahjong, which I'm absolutely horrible at because I don't read Japanese, but I'll show you anyway. But I definitely, the system only look to get the system, guys, if you're a collector. If you're interested in picking up an item that's going to be worth a lot of money someday, look to get the system. If you're just looking to get a system to play it a lot, then just get a Super Famicom system. It's much cheaper, and you can interchange your games out. Much more easy than this. There's a lot more games available. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your support. And until next time, guys, in my next video, I got another cool item I'm going to show you. And go from there. Thanks, guys. Happy gaming. Take care. Bye-bye.